Hey, welcome to Casual Anime Reviews. I'm Caleb, and today we're going to review the anime Good Night World. So, basically the show is about 4 players in a VR MMO game who form an in-game family, but the plot twist is that these players all actually know each other in real life. I originally thought it was going to be some trashy Sword Art Online clone, but I was pleasantly surprised that this show had plenty of twists and turns and actually gets pretty dark as the story unfolds and the players' traumas are revealed. So, if you just wanted to know what I thought of the show and its rating, then let me first start out by saying I think the show had so much potential, but it wasted it on its bullshit plot choices, especially towards the end of the show. I wanted to give the show an 8 out of 10 based on how much I enjoyed it, but I had to knock it down a point because of its plot choices, of which I'll go into more detail in the spoiler section of the video. So, my final rating is a 7 out of 10. Would I watch or recommend the show? In my opinion, the show doesn't have much rewatchability once you know the plot twist, but I would definitely recommend it to people who would enjoy a quick binge of a VR MMO anime with a darker tone, or just someone who's into family drama trauma animes. Now, this is the spoiler section of the video. If you're going to actually watch the show, I would recommend that you click off now, because once you know the plot twist, there's no point in watching the show. Alright, now for those of you who watch the show, or the other weird ones who don't care, let's get into it. So, let's first talk about what pissed me off about the show before I give it its props. The whole AI taking over the world thing made no sense in the show, and I was so extra, it took away so much from the family trauma drama that was steadily unraveling. Like, we went from a game developer developing an AI in the game for that AI to learn based off of the players inside the game. Now that makes sense because obviously AI stands for artificial intelligence, so they need something to learn off. That part makes sense. But then, you get this AI learning of its existence and forming a friendship with some kid inside the game, and both of them coming up with the plan to combine the game world and real world, or whatever bullshit the author tried to tell me happened. Then, as part of its plan, this AI decided to commit some psychological Black Mirror mind torture shit on the players it kills so it could quote-unquote test the limits of humans. Now, as scary and fucked up as that torturing was, I feel like stopping the AI from killing tons of players should have been the main subplot of the show, along with the family drama. There was no need for the author to take it a step further and have the AI turn the real world and all the people in it into a virtual world. This shit makes no sense. Like, how is the AI getting this power? It was made in a game by a developer. It makes no sense. It's just a game. It's so stupid. Now, let's talk about what I actually liked. The way the family drama slowly unraveled was beautiful to me. I loved that. And what was great about it was that it wasn't dragged out. There were many times, like when Ichi found out that AAA or Asuma was his real life brother, that I thought, damn, they're going to keep this secret for a few episodes before revealing it. Because if you're a true anime watcher, then you know that most animes do this to just create unnecessary tension and drama and prolong everything. Personally, I hate when animes do that because it just subtracts from the main show. This show doesn't do any of that. Like, when Ichi found Asuma on the floor and saw that he was playing Planet, obviously he didn't bring it up at that time because that was the moment, like, his brother is collapsed and needs help. But when he had his internal monologue on the hospital and he almost bitched out and didn't ask his brother about it, I literally thought, like, wow, this is going to be the plot of the show, and they're going to spend 6 episodes talking about should he or should he not talk to Asuma about it. Nope, he actually brought it up and asked Asuma about it in the hospital, same episode, and I was like, thank God. But the show took it even further by Asuma trying to deny it, and Ichi was like, why would you lie? Like, I saw it. You can't lie to me. And I was so grateful because in real life that would make no sense. Like, you're not going to convince me I didn't see what I saw. Like, your screen is wide the fuck open with your headgear on the floor. So I was very proud of the author, Ichi, all of them, for not dragging that out. Now, let me talk about my favorite scene in the anime. My favorite scene was when Kamuro asked Ichi if he'd be willing to die to save his brother, and with no hesitation he said he would happily die to save his brother. And personally, this hit me hard because as an older brother myself, I agree 1000% with his choice and his resolve behind it. Because if you're an older sibling, then you know you feel like you need to protect your younger siblings. So that resonated with me, and that was my favorite part. Now, another memorable scene in the anime that had a twist that genuinely surprised me and had me like, no freaking way, was when Pico was about to be killed by Ichi's father, and it was revealed that she was actually an AI. This was crazy to me because we literally just got her backstory. So of course we knew she was going to die in typical anime fashion, but to reveal that her story was fake and she didn't even exist in the real world, so that means she never had the ability to meet up with Ichi despite that being her deepest desire. That was just a vile twist from the author, and I loved it. It got me good. So, wrapping up, thanks for listening to this review. If there's any other anime you want me to review, just let me know. See you guys later.